Hello everyone, welcome back to our blog once again. As we are going through the JavaScript DOM masterclass. In this video, we are going to one level deeper. We will learn how to create, insert, and remove element dynamically using JavaScript, right? So this is where your website start feeling alive and interactive, right? So as you know that we have created this, the HTML and the JavaScript, the basic things what you have done here. Now we are going to create an element. So what we'll do, we'll create an element, and for the creating an element, we use the create element methods, right? So let me explain you. So we'll say constant para. We are going to say document dot create element, and we are going to create the p, and we'll say para dot inner text, and we'll say this paragraph is created by JavaScript, right? So this paragraph is created by JavaScript, and so here what is happening? So first we are creating element the p, and second we are adding a text that say this paragraph is created by JavaScript, right? But if you visit to the browser, you will not able to see anything here because we have not added to the DOM yet, right? So next thing what we are going to do, we are going to add this to the DOM. So for the adding the DOM, what we'll do, we are going to use the append method, right? So for the let's first create the something. So we'll say we'll create div. Let's say div, and we can say class, say container, and we are going to add inside this container, right? And let's say h1, say welcome to, and we are going to add the paragraph inside this up. So it will appear after welcome to Arab blog, and then we can see this, right? And after that we are going to add this one, this line. This paragraph is created by JavaScript, right? So what you're going to do, we are going to first access the container. So it's a constant, as we know that we can access through the query selector. So if you don't know how the query selector work, please go and check out my previous video, so and then come back here, so you'll understand how query selector works. So we'll say constant container, we are going to say document dot selector, and we'll say dot container, and we are going to append this. So it's a container append child, and we are going to say para. So what we are doing here, whatever the para we have created here, we are appending inside the container. So let's see if we are able to append this paragraph into the class container, right? So let me explain one more time what we are doing here. First we have created a element, but it is not visible to the browser because we browser, or we can say it is not visible into the DOM, so that we will not able to see this, right? To display this, to add it to the DOM, we are using the append method, that basically going to add the para inside this container class that we have created here in HTML, right? So let's see. Let's switch to the browser and see what we'll get here. So we have not get it here. See, so this say uh, container dot end, and what we have done here, we have say container that we are accessing this. So let me debug this. So we have some displays. Oh, So we have to add. Now let's switch to the browser. It's a container has already been declared. So clear this. Okay, we'll say container one, and then we'll remove this and we'll say container. Now we'll switch to the browser and we'll see. Yeah, this paragraph is created by JavaScript, right? And it's more flexible. You can add multiple node or even multiple plain text. So next thing what we are going to do, we are going to depending and inserting element. So suppose what if what if you want to add something at the top of the container inside of the bottom? That's where prepend comes, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to create a const and we'll say heading, and we'll say document dot create element, and we are going to say h2, right? And the next thing we are going to say heading dot inner text, say dynamic heading headed by script, and we are going to prepend this. We'll say container dot append, and we'll say heading. So what we are doing now, the this heading appear before everything else inside the container. So inside the container we have added the welcome to array block. This line paragraph is created by this, but before that it will display this line. So let's switch to the browser and see what we get here. So say heading was already, so we have somewhere can say heading, and then we can use this. Switch to the browser and see we got. So it's a dynamic heading added by JavaScript, right? Now what we are going to do, we are going to remove element. Sometime basically, why remove? You might want to remove something you have added, for example, deleting or selecting or hiding old content. So what we're going to do, we are going to remove. So we'll say whatever the para we have added. So like this paragraph we have added. So we're going to remove this. So we'll say remove and this, right. So it will remove the paragraph directly. And if you already have a reference to an element, then use dot remove is the cleanest way and easiest way, right? So yeah, but in older code before ES6, you might see it's a container dot remove child and then heading. So both method remove element, but dot remove is more modern way and direct approach, right? So let's switch to the browser and see if we are able to remove this now. See, we have removed this, right? This paragraph is created by JavaScript, right? And the next thing what we're going to do, we are going to replace the element. So for replacing the element, you have to use replace child. So what we're going to do, we are going to create a new heading. Let's say new heading, and we'll say document dot element. First we'll create the element and then we'll remove the element. So we'll say s3, right? S3. And we are going to say new heading dot inner. We're going to say this is created dynamically created by JavaScript, and we are going to say container. We are going to say container dot replace child, will say new heading, and then we're going to replace the heading. So here what we are doing, we are creating a new element and replacing the old one with the new one. And this is useful when you want to update major part of your page dynamically. For example, switching between views or updating titles. So let's switch to the browser and see what you have done. So we have successfully changed this. So we'll say dynamically. No, let me see this container, and we are adding a new heading, and we are going to replace. So it's a heading 123, right? This is going to be updated. Yeah, this is updated dynamically by JS, right? You can see this. And that's how you can create, insert, remove, and replace element dynamically in JavaScript. And this gives you full control over your web page structure without ever reloading it. And everything happen live in the DOM. So in the next video, we are going to learn how to listen user action. We can say click input, keyword event, keyboard event, and using event handling to make our page truly interactive. So if you are learning something new, drop a comment, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So see you to the next one. Thank you.